Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, continuing the series SNCF 30710. We started with the correlations and we explained the correlation and rule management and the policy, and we applied some types of correlation. So now we want to talk about the whitelist. This is a type of correlation and it's working independently. So what is whitelist? We gave like an introduction in the previous videos. What is whitelist and why whitelist? Actually, the whitelist techniques came from that I would put some operating system associated with the network with some allowed applications that this is called a whitelist, then I whitelist them. Okay, I want you to not think of a whitelist like what we talked before, DNS and the whitelisting the IP addresses. This is something else. So actually, it's called a compliance whitelist. Why a compliance? Because when you comply with the applications and protocol that I allowed you to work with this segment, so it is a whitelist. I prepared some here the diagram like I explained it before. The compliance whitelist. There is a default whitelist is not associated with any rule before. You can use it's recommended by Cisco Talis. You can use it or you can custom your whitelist. So it can like allow like a Debian operating system or Windows 7. It's like that. We will see this in a proper lab. So here the correlation policy, like the whitelist, is a technique to detect unusual activity not mentioned in the whitelist. And the IPS and AMP is still not aware. Why I put IPS and AMP? I want you to think correlation is you can predict that there is unusual behavior will be happened or activity will be happened before even like IPS can cover it because it does not have a signature simply. What is that? This is actually simply that suppose that in this VLAN, for example, 70, that you put some servers, and these servers are Linux servers, and you know that. So you can put a whitelist. Um, Anything that not Linux, alert me or send it to remediation. So maybe like a hacker put his machine, not a Linux actually, because the hackers using Linux machine. Maybe I use the wrong example. Maybe like you have a server farm, like you have Windows server, and you have web application also. It's running on Microsoft Windows Server, and you can see like anything not Windows Server just alarm me or something. So even like if a Windows 7 will be joined, then the it will be considered as a violation for that. So this is like a whitelist. It can like predict something before it's happening. Okay, and one more thing also, like I can allow this segment only to use, for example, HTTPS. So it's use HTTP just also alarm me. It's kind of like a security, and it's based on tying events for that. Um, it is, yeah, definitely a relation between network target and host profile. Then, like we are targeting and scanning network. Be careful here. This is not a scan. This is using a scan techniques from the network discovery. What happened? And here I mentioned for you, you can specific network, you can scan specific network target or entire your network using network discovery tool. Yes, from FMC, exactly. There are two types of the host profile. It's a global host profile, which is defined on operating systems. and you have shared host profile. The concept of shared host profile is game. For example, if you want fixed things to be in a compliance whitelist, and you want to create like whitelist profile for each your VLAN, okay? Uh, then there are some common things that like all the VLANs, for example, has Windows 10, and I need something I said before, like Windows 10 should not use, for example, RDP. So I remove the RDP from the whitelist. Should not use like HTTP, so I will remove the HTTP from the whitelist. Like this, and this is like Windows 10 in all VLANs. Like I have Windows 10, then I can use the shared profile, and I customize also more, okay, as per my VLAN. If the host did an activity not defined as a whitelist, it will be considered a violation, truly. The whitelist called compliance whitelist. Yes, because like the terminology for it is a compliance whitelist, but for to speed up things, we will name it like whitelist. Uh, to sum up, the compliance whitelist should have a target network, definitely, which describes a portion of network that has some significance to us, and allowed host profile that can contain elements that belong to one of four sections. So in the host profile, we can see like four sections: allowed application protocols, then allowed whatever application protocol like such as SSH, RDP, you put it, so it will be in a compliance whitelist. If you don't put it, it will be considered, if it's erased, it will be considered as a violation. Also allow the clients. So what are the clients? Example like application that run on the client PC, such as web browser, such as PuTTY, for example, security study, any application that you are using in the client. So this is a client. Allow web application that use an HTTP protocol, Gmail, LinkedIn, whatever applications. Protocols, like any protocols you're using, are IPv4, IPv6, TCP, UDP, or IPX, any protocol, any protocol. So this is actually, let me go to the lab, and yes, here. So here in the policy, in the correlation, we can find here, this is policy management. Yes, this is rule management that we talked before. This is whitelist, and this is traffic profiles. These both like working like individually. So whitelist, let's go whitelist. We said that we will have a default whitelist. This is recommended by Talos team. Yes, let's modify what's inside it, and let's see what's inside actually. And by the way, it's not assigned to any policy. So it's telling you that this target networks is the entire network. So when you see entire network, it puts 000, and the mask is 0. So it means scan all the network that you have, and this is dot zeros for IPv6. Okay. What else? Attributes VLAN, there is nothing. Okay. And the allowed hosted profile, any operating system, this is not. Okay. Here it's fine, like Caldera Linux, Cisco switch router, Cisco switch or router again. What is the difference? Cisco, any. Okay. This is Cat OS, and this is iOS. Okay, the operating system. Debian Linux. Free HP laser, like this is also for the printers, IP, Linux. He put for you everything and allowed some feature. Okay, like here in the Windows Server, allowed application protocol, he put the DCE RPC 135 TCP and DHCP any import any UDP, NetBIOS, allow the clients. So what are the allowed for clients application? AOL Instant Messenger, Internet Explorer, MSN Messenger, Outlook, Express Outlook. Okay. Allowed web. He did not allow anything for web application. And not allow, it means it's not in the whitelist. Allow the protocol ARP, IP version 4, 6, TCP, UDP, ICMP. So this is all allowed. So you will find this. We will not use this. We will customize ours. And here add shared host profile. If you have a shared host profile, you put it. You can add it to this list. Cancel. Okay. So in your whitelist, automatically it will ask you for the target network. So what is the target network? For example, let's scan VLAN 10 to see what's in VLAN 10. Okay, as an all, and let me use also like VLAN 10. It's 192.168.10.0/24. I want to scan the by using network discovery the whole or the entire host in the VLAN 10. Yes, I can scan specific host if I want. Okay, I can press add and do everything manually, or I can add and survey network. When I press add and survey network, it means I'm asking the network discovery tool in the FMC to do its job and to scan and to give me what VLAN 10 it has, and it will create for me like a predefined work. Let me use it. Okay, so this is the network operating system here. It's in you like you have maybe Windows 7, Server 2008, Phone 7, Microsoft. Only this what it gives to you. Come to VLAN 10. When VLAN 10 we have only this VLAN 10, only this PC. It's Windows 7. Okay. So this it has. Okay, what application and the protocols it has? It has ICMP and UDP. You put it here. Okay, fine. Let me add to see what I can add. Click add a new application. Okay, what in the application that I will be having? HTTP also in there. HTTPS. So if I click, for example, HTTPS, okay, in any port using, okay, TCP. Okay, great. Use it. Allow the clients. So client bits Chrome, okay, Java. Great. He also put for me putty because he found putty in my Windows 10. It's great. It's an awesome actually features that we have. Close it. Here I have putty. So it's a scan like what the application that I have, and he put it in the whitelist. Putty SSL client Windows Media player. Just now we close it. Great. Let me remove the putty, and when I run the putty, it will be like as a violation. Okay. Allow web application, Adobe, AnyDesk. Okay, because I installed AnyDesk. Thanks, Facebook, Gmail, Google, blah blah blah. This is the frequently used. Actually, this is all discovered from the network behavior. NFC on CP Office 36, YouTube. Great. Allow the protocol. These are the protocols. Okay, leave the rest as it is. Great. Save whitelist. So when we create the whitelist right now, so it will be only just a whitelist created there, but it's not assigned to policy, so I have to assign it. So great, here I will go to the policy management, create policy, then here it's whitelist VLAN 10, for example. No, not save, policy rules, add rules. So here I have, oh, I did not name it. It's my whitelist. I did not name it. So I have to name it next time because it took the default. But anyways, it was a default whitelist. It's the default, and this is the one that we created. Let me add it. Okay, and the trigger here, when the events happen, just send me an email. Update. Save. So great, it's here now, right now. Don't forget to activate it. Perfect. Uh, Let me open the potty. Okay, for example, if I open the potty here, SSH, I think I have a router 192.168.100.40. Okay, admin, great. This is the router that I used for the null route, if you remember the previous videos. Okay, so let me go to analysis, um, hosts. Let me see in the hosts first. Table view of hosts. So I guess it's 10. Yeah, it's by this date. So get me the search for that. Okay, so there is ICMP. SS. Okay, there is a potty here. Okay, release. Mm, nothing is here. Okay, let me check the whitelist violation. Great, so there is a whitelist violation here. We go inside it. Yeah, great. So this is a violation. Here is telling me that there is a client application use potty because I removed the potty from the whitelist and it's not a compliant whitelist. So it's generate for me this. What is in the event? Is it recorded anything in the event? I think no. No, no, no. Okay. Did not put anything in the event. Great. So I think I put only HTTPS to use it right. So if I use mecua.net, or I can use 192.168.30.8. Yes, I can carry. This is HTTP. Let me see what happened here. First of all, where we are in the event, no, and the violation. Let me see the violation. Anything happened to you on the violation? No, still, it's the count is 1. So no any violation happened to you. I think I put only HTTPS as I remember. Analysis, no policy, correlation. Whitelist, my whitelist, edit. Okay. Host HTTPS any. So I did not put HTTP. Why it's not violated when I use the HTTP link? Doesn't matter. Let me see here in the Windows 8. So it does not have Windows 16, for example. If I put Windows 16, Let me add it quickly. Add an object, node, Windows Server 2016. Okay, save. Where is Windows Server now? It's up. Great, I have empty port. So it's connected to E13. Okay, start it. E13. Let me put it in VLAN 10. Interface E1/3. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 10. Spanning tree port 5. Do WR. That's fine. And what is the situation for it right now? It took IP address or not? Sorry. IP config. Okay, it took 10.11. Perfect. Let me generate a ping. Perfect. Another ping to A192.168.30.8. Okay, so it means traffic is generated. It should be detected by violation. Let me see the violation again. It should appear here. It's not in the events. Okay, at least go to events. Okay, connection events. I think the image is, the system is stuck, I think. Hosts. Hmm, 10.11. So the problem here, the host is not appearing in the discovery. Let me refresh one more time to see what's going on. It's recent. Should appear 10.12. It's not appeared. Okay. Let me on the server get update. No, I don't want to update right now. Close it. Let's generate some, traffic and activities. Okay. Not now. Use anything. No problem. Advanced. Okay. Use putty. I'm using like many. I'm just trying to generate traffic for us to, yes, admin. Okay, what else I can do? Should get in the events. Should get in the events. Why the events is empty? The events will not be empty. It's expanding, yes. It's weird. Because it's all about events. It's depending on the events. Events should not be empty. Because events here and there, and it's logging the information as well. Mm, percent. There is something wrong with the events. They said that not the time. Hosts. Host will not be appear if the event is empty. Still not. Let me pause the video for a while just to solve the events because I'm sure that this is like an iOS problem. Just let me pause it and I will come back to you. Yes, guys, just it was like as I guessed it's hanged. Just I restart the firepower and now the events is coming here 10.12, 10.12. So great. Let me go to the host. It should appear in the host. Table view of hosts. Here now 10.12 is here. So even if I just click inside it, so in the Microsoft Windows Server 2016, it's all inviolates my list. It's all. Okay, so as long as it's all, so everything it will be like violated. Great, so let me go to analysis, whitelist violation, so I can see, I should see like some violation options. So here it's 10 with Windows 10, with Windows 10.12, it's appeared right now, and I have 10 violate. So what is the 10 violates? Because actually it's a Windows server, so it's all in all as a violation. So here it's using SSL client, Microsoft Windows Live Services, Mozilla, and you see that the type here, this is regarding client application, this is regarding web application, this protocol, because it's using ICMP, web application, client application, protocol, etc. So it's all here. I don't know why it should be here also putty because I used putty, but anyways, so still actually in the whitelist events nothing. But anyway, so this is like what happened, yeah. And in the events here, operating system, Microsoft Windows Server not allowed, IP address, blah blah blah, whitelist VLAN 10. Great. So this appeared in the event. So I should have an email. Outlook. I should have an email. inbox. Okay. FMC generate correlation events. Great. Here correlation events from my list. This is the name of the list that I have. You remember that I forget to do it. Whitelist VLAN 10. This is the rule management that I assigned it to it. Operating system Microsoft Windows Server will not allowed IP address, blah blah blah. It's realized here. And actually before maybe I didn't show it, like search it from FMC correlation. It can be like this. Yeah. So FMC correlation like generated for me many events from previously. Okay, whitelist blog DNS. So the email here alerting is working perfectly. So this is actually how we can. Okay, no problem. So this is actually how we can like use the whitelist. This is like a one concept like how we use it. Okay, to restrict some applications that will use it in the whitelist, or if it's appeared to us in the something like not usual in our compliant whitelist, like here in our correlation, as you can see that there is no any Windows 2016, and even if I put Linux it will be like to violate, because when I scan here, when I scan it just scan for me like Windows 7, 2008, Windows, this is the allowed one, and it's appeared Windows 10. And even if you put like Kali Linux machine, it will do the same issue. And also I restrict this application inside it. Here, this application also I restricted inside it. So this application is will be allowed, will be in the compliance whitelist, and anything rather than this, it will be like as a violation. I hope you like it, and it's like very simple. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and see you next soon. Thank you very much.